Hi, Vani, we are live. Welcome.
Hi, Ranjini. Thank you. It's pleasant to meet you here.
Yeah, I remember we met in the Green Park Hotel maybe a year before, I think so. And we
Yes.
were really working on making a web series and showcasing stories. And I think that was my first meeting with you face to face.
Mm.
And after
Yes.
that, we are catching up today after a lot of hide and seek.
I know. Yes. Right.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking out time. And I personally, acknowledge that you have been through a lot of tough situations and still you have the smile on your face. And that's so courageous. And you're
Thank
so
you so much.
beautiful. And something I know
Thank
I would like to compliment you, someone gorgeous to look at. And it's
thank you.
amazing. Let's have a wonderful conversation today. So, quickly
Sure.
introduce who you are, where you are, what you do, all about your personal life, professional life, your hobbies. Let the people know who's Vani.
So, hi to everybody on this pleasant evening. Very nice to be here on a live chat with Ranjini. As she said, it's been a long journey. We've been wanting to catch up, but several hicks and hacks. So today we have landed on in April 2021 for this pleasant surprise meet. So yeah, I am an author. I'm a writer, a transformational writer. I'm working on my book, which is going to be a complete transformational book for people who are going to get on hand in it. And I have already finished the edition one of it, but have not released it because I've gone through several other thought processes and experiences over 2020, like everybody has gone through ups and downs, and 2021 has been even more challenging. So now I'm working on refurbishing the entire book. So out of 33 chapters, 15 chapters have been refurbished. Rest of the 18 chapters are remaining for refurbishment. So it will be released soon. I do not exactly want to tell you the date of release because refurbishment and the thought process and then fine tuning an already written book will take a little more time. So that's about it regarding the book. I'm also an international poet and I'm director for India region for World Poetry Canada International. I promote new young poets on that forum, and there is a director who is the main director working in Vancouver, Canada for World Poetry Canada. Uh, so I keep in regular constant touch with them. So I've been writing for them since 2017, and my first poem was published in the University of British Columbia. It was on display for 1.5 months, and that was a real record for me. And the only Indian to be recognized from India, Chennai, for the exhibition. So that was a feather on my hat, and more motivation for me came, after I got in a publication like that. And also, a few of my poems have been published in other journals, peace journals, which have been traveling across the world. And I also have a Facebook page called Bold Inspiring Stories, wherein I cover inspiring men and women, independent entrepreneurs, artists, those who have set up their profession themselves, or those who have come out of their profession and started something which has been in their mind for a long time, invested their time and effort to grow their art or grow their talent. So those kind of profiles I source, and many of them contact me independently through email, and I take an interview of them, make personalized flyers, and then publish it on my FB page, Bold Inspiring Stories. So that's about me. And additionally, I also work with a mandala artist. I've been working with her since 2019, and her artwork, I get to understand seeing the art, what it is all about. because I like the study of mandala, then peace elements and motivational elements which are hidden inside mandala. I like to study about those because I myself an artist who learned canvas painting in 2016, and I was participating in an exhibition then. So getting a lot of inspiration from my artworks as well. Her mandala art was something new to me, and it's the trend now. So I study the art. I give content for that art, like a three-liner or a four-liner. And her full-fledged exhibition, which was put up during 2019, I think sometime during May, in Chennai Art House. So that made a quite a big hit. That was a first exhibition. So my content was, trying to help people understand what her art was about. Each piece of art. She had about 37 pieces of art displayed. So I have an experience on that. Also during her workshop, sometimes when I do get time, I'm there. I pitch in and I analyze the artwork of the participants and try to understand what kind of a person they are, and I give a personality report then and there. So possibly I do a handwritten and give a signature and hand it over to them. So they're very happy about it, and most of them have said it's the exact analysis of what I'm going through or the personality I am. So it's very exciting for me to interact with her participants in that level. Understanding the artwork which they have done and getting to know their personality and telling them, proving to them that they have these traits in them. A few of them said, "Oh, I didn't know I have such a trait. Let me look into it and get back to you." And a few weeks later, or 10 days, 15 days later, they get back to me saying that, "Yes, what you have written is right. All these days, I did not analyze on that particular aspect of my character. That's very right of you. So it's giving me more positive phobia and to get into that particular aspect and review myself and equip myself in that particular area of my character." So that's very nice, especially when you get a feedback saying that you are exactly telling what my personality is. It's even more exciting for me. It's kind of a personality analysis. So it's really a beautiful journey with a mandala artist. And these have been, also equipping me to analyze and understand people, get into their shoes, try to understand how they are, what they are, and move better with people at home as well as outside. Uh, so that's about it.
Wonderful, Vani. I think you shared a gift that you have. This is an amazing quality that you can, literally, what to say, interpret in computer language. You can really interpret and something somebody has created, especially an artwork, and you can
Yes,
really, put words to it, put expressions to it, put emotions and styling. As you said, a
yes,
personality has a style, and they
yes,
have a lot of things that makes the combination of making a personality. So it's a special gift because it's the first time I'm hearing that you can really interpret and bring that as a content and really help people express in terms of words, and you are a writer. So that's
yes,
a very good combination, especially artists, those who are listening. I think you should connect with Vani and get to
thank you.
learn, get to know from the gift that she has in interpreting an artwork. That's so beautiful. I didn't know. I'm just getting to know you in this interview. So tell
Yeah,
me, Vani,
yeah,
one more thing is about the leadership ability, because I am a leadership coach, and the whole intention of having these interviews is to tell people that each one of us, we are all born leaders, and we just need to acknowledge that ability that we have. And most of the times we just abandon, we just
yes,
follow
yes,
to, the social
yes,
conditioning traps. So I want
yes,
to hear from you. What is that quality that has been the source of your success today?
yes. See, leadership, as you have said, it's an inborn ability. But no, it takes certain time, certain opportunity, certain event to happen in our life for us to realize that we have that internal leadership quality. in any particular area. It may not be in all areas of life, but in some particular area. So once you source that leadership and you are able to nurture it and build on that leadership, you will be able to slowly connect it to the other aspects of your life, be it professional or personal, handling people at home, handling people outside. So ideally, any one particular event or incident will acknowledge, you will be able to acknowledge that event in such a way that you are able to find out your leadership quality. So yeah, let me connect my incident to the public here. So this happened when I was in college. I did my college in MOP Vaishnav. I'm a BA corporate secretaryship student. So in our college, we have a compulsory 5 projects to do. So out of the 5 projects, one is a research-based project. So the very first project I took up was supermarkets, boom or bane. That's the topic I took. And I sourced the topic out of the necessity of the market during that time, because supermarkets were, just upcoming in the year of 2001. They were, trending into space, because we had these small vendors, and just then, the entire thing was shifting to a lot of supermarket culture. And there were a lot of write-ups in the paper and all that. But there was no particular research work done on it. So I did this supermarket Boon or Green. So we were supposed to have a team of 7 people. So including me, 7 of us were there. Since I took the lead, my friends, my classmates said, "You take the leadership for the entire project. We will discuss, we will evaluate, and we will proceed one step by step." So I went to several supermarkets. We made a big plan. We said these are supermarkets we have to cover. There were about I think 7 supermarket brands. The real big ones. So including areas like Ananagar, Alwarpet, and Adyar, and like 4 5 places. So we listed out about 7 to 10 supermarkets. Then we went there. We gave them questionnaires, getting the managers approval or store managers approval. We individually went to each of the supermarkets. These questionnaires were given to the customers. So first of all, interacting with the manager, how we are supposed to approach them. So we needed a letter. So we took the letter from the college, gave it to the manager, convinced him, explained to him in brief about the entire project. Then he was convinced. He said, "Okay, you make your presence in the store during this particular hour. These within this 2 hours time, there will be a lot of customers coming in. You are very welcome to distribute your questionnaire to get their review." And they also additionally they said the questionnaire has come out so well. So please do share your analysis of our store alone with us. So we made individual reports. So now that's another additional work we did. We did not require that work to be done for the entire project, but we did specific store related, analysis and gave it to them. They were more happy with the, and then they were very happy with the MOP students coming in, and they were talking about the leadership quality. So each of us got very good reviews from each of the stores. Then, when we published, I mean, when we finished the entire project, compiled it, and gave it as a hard copy to the department head, she was very impressed with. Out of all there were about 8 to 9 projects in the class. Out of all the projects, she was very happy with our project, and we went ahead to get the best project award for that year. So this was another step. So we knew. So what we've done is, we have gone a little way beyond from our routine course, because we have interacted with the managers of the stores and also given them feedback for individual stores. So teacher and the HOD were very happy to, say, she was telling the other classmates, she was announcing in the class that, see, this project has received the best project award, not only because of the design and the way of presentation and the language they've used, but also they have gone a step beyond their call of duty, and they have given this particular analysis individually to the stores. So two of the store managers had written a letter personally to our team. So that was also presented to the HOD and the teacher. They were very happy, and they have explained about this letter also in the class. And after this, our economics teacher, she is not related to this project, but then she just made a random announcement saying that the HOD is very happy with all your projects, but if any one team can approach the newspaper, one of the newspapers, leading newspapers, whichever you think you are comfortable with, you go to them, talk to them, ask them to publish your analysis of the entire project, like a synopsis. So this
Yeah.
immediately struck my mind because before this, what happened is in my eighth grade, when I was in eighth grade, I did my schooling in Church Park Sacred Heart. So my teacher announced in the class that letter to the editor is something very important. So we are going to help you craft a letter to the editor. So what I did is I did a letter to the editor, went straight to the Hindu office, gave it to them, and I said, like, I'm in the eighth grade. I would like this to be published in your paper because I used to see a lot of letters to the editor coming getting published in the paper. So I was thinking, why not mine gets published? So that was the first publication of mine. Then when I was in ninth grade, I was completing my ninth grade. That time I had written like retold stories, something which was done in Gokulam. That's a English magazine which was published for children. It's still in vogue, but those days it was very famous. It was, one of the very few English magazines for children. So their untold stories is like footprints on the sand. It is related to an old man and God. So I had rewritten the story in my own language and that got published. So that's where my publication journey started. So when I came to college, immediately that appeared in my mind. I went and gave the analysis and they got it published in Metro Plus. Then after that, recognizing my writing skills, the editor and the reporter, both of them were involved in publishing this particular analysis. They contacted me and I started writing regular articles in downtown. A store opening, then small analysis about the market, then about clothing industry. And slowly, bits and pieces, small articles, it grew into something bigger. They have something called the bridal mantra. The bridal mantra book was introduced in the year 2016, 17, I believe. So the very first edition, my articles got published. It was about silk sarees, wedding silk saree, then wedding footwear, and wedding mehendi. So silk sarees is what they proposed to me. Wedding bridal footwear and mehendi is what I suggested to them. As I was crafting this silk sarees article, I got an idea about that. So when I suggested, they said it's very nice, very different topic. So just talk to related people who are in the industry, get information, get some pictures from stores, and we'll publish it. So that's how my journey started. So the inspiration of the whole thing, it actually started in school, but the bigger variety of it was got in college when I was doing my BA courses. So just one sentence my teacher mentioned, I worked on it and I got it published. So that's where my leadership ability started. So what I believe is we should always keep our ears and eyes open to what is happening around us. Somewhere, something, somebody will mention, it will be an opportunity for us. We don't know how opportunity will us. So we have to be always alert. Also this my teacher you always used to tell us, read in between the lines. You'll get some clues. It may lead you to something better, bigger. That is always working in my mind. After college, not after college days, during school days, itself that started working. In college, my English teacher used to tell me, read in between the lines. Only then you will understand the poem. Only then you will understand the importance of what the things have been informed in. Because I was a Sanskrit student. So
Okay.
Sanskrit is partly Sanskrit and partly English. So she used to tell, read in between the lines. Even my management teacher, she used to tell, read in between the lines to know what is the company law which is mentioned. You may miss one or two points, but that will be the most important point. So these things, no reading in between the lines and catching the opportunity have always been working with me, even today. Suppose, like overseeing, I missed something. Next day, I'll realize, no, there's something called reading in between the lines. Let me go and read those informations again. So whatever I missed, I'll get it back. So always be alert to the environment which surrounds you. You will get something, some message from there. It's just like, universe keeps giving you messages. Like for example, suddenly you're caught in a traffic jam. You did not know that there would be a traffic jam on your way to office. So what the universe is trying to tell you is, always I think of this. No, even if I get caught behind this thing, no, the garbage lorry, which goes so slowly, I'll think, no, God is asking me, universe is asking me to slow down. I shouldn't be steadfast. So take your time, take 2 minutes, 3 minutes extra, go slow, your work will get done smoothly. So you always keep receiving messages.
That's so beautiful, Vani, and I could hear a lot of things in this sharing. Is you talked about creating opportunities, having your eyes and ears open, because you don't know
Yes,
from where. No, that I think that is the openness that you have, that the universe is sending you messages, and you are have to be open and alert to really receive them, and no have it executed in your life. And the other thing is, you were pointing out was doing a thorough work when you said reading between the lines. It's just like not like no you know it and you just close it. You go back, you review, you do the complete work, and no come back and no it's so definitely it's like now reading a book second time, third time, it gives a different perspective. You see a different perspective when you go to next time and read it. So having so this is a lot of openness that you have, open to ideas, open to messages, open to learn, and open to notice things. That's amazing thing that you shared. And I think that has been around you, the kind of content that you create. You're really, having that universe and the environment, everything around you help you to really arrive at the goal that you are looking at or what you are
true, true.
creating.
Very true.
Now
Yes.
tell me, Vani, what are you up to in 2021? So what is your long game? What are you up to? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so 2021, I surely have my book in place because that's the first thing I want to do. And also, I'm getting back steadily into poetry. And my mother tongue is Tamil. So I'm trying to write a song about my father. Fingers crossed, I want to, make it into a song and give it to the world. Because it's not only about my father. I feel that few lines in that song will certainly relate to many of them uh, who have lost their father, and to people who have their father also. It will relate to them because father daughter's bonding is very very special. See, actually, we've not spoken too many things. No, I've been more interacted with my mother, but very few things we speak also. My father will give a correct analysis of what it is, what you do. She'll always tell me, take care of your health, be happy, don't worry, it is okay. He'll tell me few words, but what a lot of meaning it has in the background is even more realization is coming to me now. I've realized it earlier also, uh, you know, during my tough times, during my happy times, every time, no, he'll always keep telling me something or the other. It's like how the universe is conversing with me. My father is also somebody who's really great. He's the one who's been with me during my schooling days. Because my mom was there, she used to be in the evenings. Morning times, my father used to take care of me. So it's a very special bonding, giving me the right food, taking care of my safety. Then he's the one who trained me to be very courageous to do my car driving and my cycling. He's the entire teacher, the entire credit goes to him. And also for all my projects, he used to be with me in the designing studio or in the photocopy shop. for the spiral binding. He used to be there. A to Z used to be there. He used to give me some suggestions because my mom is an educationist and she has published about 10 books in Tamil for zoology and biology students. So he has been with her during that stage. So same thing when it came to me, he was with me for all my projects. Only thing my book got a little delayed. But no, like as I said, the universe wants it to be coming out in a particular time. So this is something beyond our manageable thing. But always you have to be interacting with the universe and your book. Talk to your book. No, they always say no, you like something, then you talk to that particular thing and it will respond to you. It's something like that. So I am, waiting to get this song in place. So you can see me as a songwriter and
Yes.
also more of inspirational stories on bold inspiring stories. So it's underway. uh, as you would know, like last 4 5 months only, people have become more interactive and more active on the social media because
Yes.
mostly women have got, the first lockdown, women have got caught up with too many household things. Now they
Yeah.
have learned to manage, including myself. Now we've learned to manage, sail along with it and give some portion of your time for your profession as well. Especially for people who work from home, it's a big challenge. So we are trying to sail through it. So we'll have more stories on bold, inspiring stories, and more quotes, more writings on my Facebook page. As you can see, you would have seen, no, on a regular basis, almost daily I do the quotes, and it's on my DP. It's on the several groups where I am situated in the WhatsApp app. So you can expect more of creations and writings from my end. And also some portion of my time will be dedicated to my friend's mandala art because she is
Mhm.
planning an exhibition. So her next set of paintings will be ready in another 2 or 3 months. So I'll be doing the content for her. Apart from all this, I also do web content writing for some business websites as and when need arises. No, because I'm held up majorly in these books and quotes and other kind of writing. So business content, I do a portion of it. So based on the timing I have, I manage and do it for them. So that's how you can see me in these and yeah, in these creations.
Absolutely. So we will see more content and we will see your book coming out, you becoming a songwriter. So all
Yes,
that is coming up for 2021. So that's
yes.
beautiful and amazing, Money. And tell me how we can connect with you and what kind of people you actually showcase in the bold, inspiring stories that you have. So tell us about that, like what are the best ways to reach you and who are the people that you want to feature? So tell me about that.
See, yeah, anybody who achieves anything, somebody who's been an artist, somebody who has been a writer, who is a poet or a songwriter, a musician, a business person, a marketing person, can be an advertiser who has his own advertising agency. So anybody of that sort, they can just write to me on my email and I could get in touch base with them. And I have a set of 5 questions. So usually I do the interview over a call. Then I get their best picture and make 2 flyers. One is for the promotional flyer and the other is for flyer to be posted on that bold inspiring stories page. So that's how the entire bold inspiring stories has been designed. And if you see the reach, it's 100K plus reach, the whole page, entire page as of today. And per person, 1,200 to anywhere up to 3,000K will be the reach. So 1,200 to 3,000 will be the reach for the person. If he is more famous, yes, even more reach he can have. They're just starters, you can expect a minimum of 1,000 to 1,200 people to view the entire story. Some people give comments, some of them keep the likes, give smileys. So different kinds of comments and reactions they give. So that's how bold, inspiring stories
Yes.
work. Yeah. So you can reach me. You can
Okay, so
see my
you have a
writing.
Facebook page. Yeah,
Sorry, I
you
have
have
a
a Facebook page, right? Can you
yeah,
tell?
Facebook. Vani Pradeep. VANI space
Okay,
PRADEEP. Vani Pradeep is the name of the page. I also have a page on Facebook which is called the Reader's World. So that
okay,
I quite rarely I post quotes on that. I'm more active on Vani Pradeep page, and also on Instagram I'm called Vani Pradeep. So these two spaces you can catch me, and you can
great.
also contact me through my email. You can write to me. I'll respond to you as early as possible.
Okay, so are you more available on Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp?
More on WhatsApp.
Great.
Yeah,
So people who can connect with Vani on WhatsApp and share their bold and inspiring stories, and as she said,
yes,
you can reach a larger audience with your story. So Vani, thank you so much for sharing all this information, and it
yes.
was so wonderful to know you. And no, you are a gifted person with
Thank
lot of creative talent.
you.
And tell me what message you want to leave the audience today with.
Yeah, sure. I'll just show you one of the recent postcards which I made last year. So this is it.
Okay, I can read out for you. Our every effort leads to the designed destination. Sow your strength, wait with patience, results will come in full. Give up not. Vani Pradeep. Thank you so much, Vani, for sharing this message.
Thank you, thank you. It
And
was
I am
wonderful.
looking forward, yeah, I'm looking forward to the song. And no, I will keep, maybe I will follow up with you for that. When are you
Yeah,
releasing it?
yeah.
Yeah, so that would be something very close. And thank you so much for sharing this amazing message. And do you want to say something before we close this conversation?
Yeah, of course, certainly. Ranjini, the day I saw you and where you are today is like, a big travel for you. And yes, as you said, we wanted to start a web series. I'm so happy that you were able to start it on Facebook. And I've been regularly following your page and, viewing some of the interviews. It's really nice, inspiring, uh, light waves, some heavy waves also, like some people share a bigger part of their story. So it's very beautiful, very nicely designed. I think, yeah, people who get featured here, they feel nice to, share with the world around them about what they are, how they are, and how they have come to this place. And I wish you all the best to reach even more people, and you to reach people and bring the people who you interview to a bigger audience. So thank you very much. It's a wonderful opportunity for me too.
Thank you, Vani. Thank you for taking out time. You're an amazing person. There's a lot
Thank
of
you.
things that is common, especially when you talk about the universe and messaging and all that motivation that you are sending out. And it really, lifts someone up when they read what you're writing. So keep up
Thank
your good work.
sure.
Have been inspiring a lot of people and continue the
Thank you.
work that you're doing.
Sure, I'll
Take
do.
care, dear. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.